Hey everybody, my name's Tiffany, and if you're watching this, obviously you probably read my post from yesterday and have asked to be invited into the group. I started this new group on Facebook specifically because I think that it'll be beneficial for me, and hopefully it could be beneficial to other people as well. Um, there are going to be days wherever I post videos like I am today, and then there's going to be days where I will just blog and write. Um, and you're to feel free to invite anybody that you want to join our group um, that you feel may be uh, in need of something like this, as me myself. Um, and also, you are to feel free to comment, PM me, anything you want. Um, and feel free to post a video yourself or to um, write something. I mean, it's completely up to you. Um, my whole idea behind this is to help somebody, even if it's just helping one person. I have succeeded in what I'm doing, and um, even if that one person is just me. I learn new stuff every day, especially when it comes to my health and my well-being and just everyday life things. I'm a single mom, and I have two beautiful daughters. One's graduating high school this year, and one's graduating the 8th grade. So my life is hectic as is because I'm raising teenagers, and they're girls. So very dramatic if any of y'all have kids and have been through this before, and or are getting there. I mean, feel free to vent whatever you need to do on this page, because that's what this is all about. Anyways, a little bit about my past. I've been doing this for 20 years now and dealing with fibromyalgia and depression and anxiety, and other health issues that have came along the way. And it is an everyday up and down physical, mental, and emotional roller coaster. I have my good days and I have my bad days. On my good days, I feel really super good, and I like to get a lot done and accomplish things and enjoy life. On my bad days, I spend a lot of time in bed, and it really incapacitates me to be able to live a normal life, because I never know from day to day how things are going to turn out. In the past few years, things have gotten a lot worse. So I have decided to do this whole new thing where it's all about new beginnings and positive changes. Hence the NBPC. Anyways, it's not necessarily about, making drastic changes overnight or in a day or in a month, or even in a year. But it's more so about making changes as a part of a process. And because of my health concerns and my health issues, they have affected my life so drastically over the past few years. And not only my life, but my family's life as well, including my daughters, including my mom, my grandma, everybody that has been there for me or been by my side or communicates with me on a day-to-day basis. with fibromyalgia, I look completely normal on the outside. I, always try to look presentable whenever I'm going out in public, and I do my makeup and I do my hair and I try to dress nice. But those things don't cover up what I'm feeling on the inside. And so it doesn't make a difference whether I do this stuff to help myself feel better or not. It's whether or not my body's going to allow me to. Um, One of the big things and biggest problems that I've had in the past 4 or 5 years is a major weight gain. I am at the biggest I've ever been in my entire life. And it's very depressing. My self-esteem has went down drastically. I don't feel confident like I used to, and I question my appearance, and I question everything on a day-to-day life scale. But I know that in order for my health to get better in general, I had to do something to lose weight. So I have started seeing a weight management doctor through my OBGYN, and I am going today to see a behavioral specialist to discuss my depression and my anxiety and other issues that I've had. All these issues that add up together have caused me to have issues with being able to maintain a job. How am I going to feel, every morning whenever I get up? Am I going to be able to function so I can get ready and go to work and have a successful day? Or am I going to get up and take a shower, and as soon as I get out, I feel like every bit of energy has been washed away from me and I can't function at all? These are just, small things compared to the whole big picture. And it's made things very difficult for me and my kids financially, and just being there, because used to I was, ready to go, and I tried to make it to everything for my girls, and I was always, it was always about my girls, my girls, my girls, my girls. Well, the older your kids get, they tend to, push away from you and start building their own life with their friends and, doing things. And so that got me into a depression, because my kids don't always want to be at home. They don't always want to come, hang out with mom. Mom's not the cool person to hang out with right now. And I get it. I do, because I was the same way. And I need to be thankful for the fact that my kids are good kids. I mean, they're not perfect by no means, but they're pretty good kids. But with that being said, it causes stress, and stress is one of the number one triggers for fibromyalgia. You can look up fibromyalgia and it will tell you pretty much the same thing on just about everything you read. However, what it doesn't tell you is that it's triggered by different things that have happened in your life. And there's so many things that build up and create this disorder. And people don't grasp that whenever they, hear about somebody that has fibromyalgia. Um, if you don't have it, you don't understand, because in order to understand 100%, you have to have the disorder itself or the disease. But I'm not saying you don't feel sympathy for somebody else that does. You're not sympathetic towards it. I'm saying that you don't understand it because you don't go through it. Um, so sometimes it feels good to be able to talk to somebody that has the same conditions that I have, to give me an understanding that, I'm not the only one out there. Um, I try to remind myself every day that I have it way better than a lot of people do, and that there's always somebody out there that's worse off than I am. So, I'm very fortunate in life in that aspect. I'll be honest with you, if it wasn't for my family and my daughters, I don't know where I'd be. And that goes for everything in my life. I have never been married. Um, and I don't know for sure what the reason is behind that, other than I was in two very abusive relationships. Um, they were both very physical, mental, verbal, and emotionally abusive to me. And uh, I allowed it to happen. I don't want no sympathy from nobody because, you know, I allowed them to break me down. I allowed them to do these things and continue it because every time I walked away, I would end up going back. And for what reason, to this day, I have no idea, because it was just stupid of me to do that. Um, the only thing I got out of either one of these relationships was my miracle and my inspirations in my life, and that would be my two daughters. Um, they are the reason I breathe. Honestly, I love them with all my heart, and I want to be here for them and be the mom that they need in their lives, and be that person to help support them and take care of them and bring them up in a better world than um, I chose. And whenever you have fibromyalgia or other disorders or diseases, sometimes it's very difficult to do that. So, um, anyways, this group is going to be about uh, how we feel on a regular basis, what processes I'm going to be going through, and uh, figuring out where my happy place is, because honestly, I'm ready for that positive change. And, you know, fact is seeing is believing. Just because you say something doesn't mean that that's going to happen. However, showing that you're wanting to put forth that effort and actually doing it is the major obstacle to overcome. And with that being said, I have started out with talking to my doctor, figuring out, you know, what specialist I need to see, how I need to go about doing things, and just the process in which things are going to happen and keeping them all connected so they know what's going on with me and they can treat me in the best way possible. So far I have spoke with my doctor, and we're trying to get some of my medication um, adjusted and figured out for me personally. Um, I have always had doctors that have just basically kind of pushed medicines on me, and it's gotten to the point where I just don't want that. And not only that, but taking certain medicines all the time is not good for your body. It makes things worse. So you're taking medicine to make one thing better, but at the same time, and while you're making that one thing better, you're creating a whole new other problem by making something else in your body worse. So I'm trying to eliminate those. I'm trying to fix that problem because I don't want to be that person. Um, so she had referred me to a doctor because I have severe acid reflux and heartburn. I mean, so bad to the point that there are times where I just literally want to bawl my eyes out because it feels like somebody is holding a torch in my throat. And it can go on for hours, sometimes even days. And it doesn't matter what I eat or drink. It just comes on. So I was referred to a doctor, and I had an endoscopy done, and everything came back normal. I do have a little bit of a hernia, so that doctor has referred me to a bariatric doctor to do a little bit of reconstructive surgery on my esophagus around the top opening of my stomach and to fix my hernia. As of right now, I've got an appointment later on this month for that. I really don't have much to say about what's going to happen or what's going to take place because I really don't know yet. But at least I've got that accomplished. I also am going to a weight management doctor, and they've started me on a lipo B shot every 2 weeks, and I found out that I am just over the borderline for diabetes. So I was put on Victoza, which is a shot that I have to give myself every single day. And it's taken some getting used to because there's days where it kind of makes my stomach hurt a little bit, and there's days where I feel okay. But it's just going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight, any changes. It's just a part of getting used to things and changes in everyday routines. Every week I try to sit down and sort out my pills for my morning and my nighttime pills in a planner. This way they're ready for me and I don't have to go digging for them all over the place. I've started using a planner so I can write down all my doctor's visits and everything that I need to do. One of my goals for my weight management was to start doing some exercising. And I want to, and I honestly, I need to. But it's been really difficult because my body is so bad at this moment that I tried doing the exercises and I was out of commission for almost a week. It was just literally, it was impossible. my body's just not used to it, and it's like it doesn't want it, but it needs it. So I have done a little bit of research on my own, and I'm going to start doing some stretches and some yoga a couple times a day so I can build up my strength and discipline for my body so I can start working out and doing some more exercises and more cardio. I'm trying to change the things I eat slowly. There's just a lot of things in life that needs to be adjusted. And like I said, it's going to be a process, but it's a start. So, and one more thing that I've realized is that I'm not a religious person by no means. I do believe in God, and I am of the Christian faith. However, when push comes to shove, I've never considered myself a Bible pusher, and I'm not perfect by no means, so I don't judge others. However, I will tell you that I have picked up reading in the past year, and it's something that I've never really done in my life. I always hated reading in English whenever I was going to school, and I just didn't enjoy it at all. But I guess now, because of my age, it's relaxing. It's awesome. I'm really I'm learning a lot. And anyways, one of the things I've picked up doing is I read a daily devotion every single day. And I try to go back into the Bible and read the chapters that the devotions were about. And it's really helped me along the way. It's helped me gain an inner peace with myself. And, maybe it's not for everybody, but this is something for me, and it's kind of gotten me to this point. And I'll be honest with you, I just realized I'm using the word "and" a lot, so please ignore that, because honestly, I've talked myself out of doing this for so long that I just don't know how it's going to go, so I'm a little nervous. And that's not like me, but it's the truth. But it's working for me. So if you have any questions or you'd like to post anything, feel free to. And I promise that all my blogs or videos that I post won't be this long all the time, but this was just kind of an introduction to explain things a little bit and to put myself out there, let you guys know what's going on, how things are going, and to be able to gain your input on things. And maybe the things that I'm going through and the process I'm going through, maybe it's something that is new to you. So, or maybe this process you think could help somebody else that is in a similar situation. It's all about, helping one another and being supportive and just understanding in general. So, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys get on with your day, and hope everybody has a wonderful day, and God bless. Thank you for listening, and I will see you tomorrow.